Let me ask you something. Why in the most technologically advanced time in human history, we still click phishing links? We have AI, very advanced AI. We have zero trust architectures. We have biometrics, very advanced encryption, even quantum computers of some form, and yet one message, one QR code, one phone call, and everything collapses. Why? We still keep falling for phishing. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Because cybercriminals are not hacking your device. They're hacking something much, much older. They're hacking your evolution, human evolution. And to understand phishing, we must first understand what it means to be human. Let me take you back. 1 million years of evolution shaped the human brain for survival. Not for email, not for QR codes, not for WhatsApp messages, and definitely not for even identifying phishing links. Our brains evolved to survive predators in the wild. It was for survival and only survival. If something moved in the bushes, you reacted instantly. You didn't analyze, you didn't verify, you moved. That survival wiring still exists inside you and me and in every single human. And today, those same survival mechanisms are being exploited in the digital world. This is what I call the intersection of human evolution and cognitive security. Let's first talk about phishing. The word phishing actually comes from the word phreaking. In the 1960s, phone phreaks experimented with telecom systems. Some were pranksters, some were hackers. Interestingly, even Steve Wozniak, Apple's co-founder, was involved in phreaking in the early days. In 1972, Steve Jobs and Wozniak learned about something called a blue box. It generated signaling tones that allowed long-distance calls without paying. Wozniak built one. They even tried to prank call the Vatican pretending to be Henry Kissinger. Jobs later said that if there were no blue boxes, there would be no Apple. Innovation and exploitation have always walked very closely together. The term phishing was first used in 1996 in a Usenet group called AOL. Early attackers tricked AOL users into verifying accounts, stealing passwords, creating fake credit card accounts. And what was the motivation? It was identity, access, and gaining control. And that motivation has not changed even today. Today, according to the Verizon Data Breach Investigation Report, 74% of all breaches involve the human element, not firewalls, not misconfigured servers, humans, us. And a new phishing site is created every 11 seconds, and that's not surprising. Think about that. Every 11 seconds, someone is building a trap for the human brain. So, what exactly is phishing? Phishing is the art of deception, pretending to be someone you trust in order to influence you to act. Click this link, scan this QR code, share this OTP, confirm the password. But phishing is no longer just email. We now have spear phishing, where it's targeting and personalizing phishing message, mostly using generative AI. We have whaling. It is targeting senior executives. Smishing, phishing via SMS. Wishing, phishing via voice calls. Phishing, QR codes, and angler phishing. This is via social media through social engineering. Different channels, same target. It's the human brain. It's our human evolution, and yes, the target is our humanness. Now, let's come back to the real story. Human evolution gave us two powerful processing systems. The first is the frontal lobe. This is the rational brain. It thinks slowly for a reason. It analyzes, it evaluates, it controls the emotions. This is the conscious decision-making part. Then we have the amygdala. The amygdala is ancient. It makes us human. It is emotional. It's quick, it's fast, it's reactive. It triggers that fight or flight emotions. It does not wait for analysis. It responds instantly. This system kept us alive in the wild, but in the digital world, it can betray us. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman described this beautifully in his System 1 and System 2 model. System 1 is fast, intuitive, emotional. System 2 is slow, logical, and deliberate. Phishing attacks are engineered to activate system 1 and to bypass system 2. And this is where we enter the territory of something called amygdala hijack. I wrote about this in my Forbes article with the exact same name. And phishing attacks are designed to trigger exactly that, amygdala hijack. Think about most phishing messages. Hey, your account will be closed in 10 minutes. Your CEO needs this urgently. You have an unpaid fine. Limited stock, buy it now. Did you notice a pattern? It's urgency, it's authority, it's scarcity, it's fear, it's excitement. These are emotional triggers, not really technical exploits. Phishing is psychological engineering. Let me tell you a story, a real one. A very close friend of mine and a colleague as well loves aviation. He started seeing advertisements for beautiful miniature aircraft models, perfectly designed, emotionally very appealing to him. Without thinking, he clicked and he paid. Of course, the product never arrived. This was not a technology failure. He wasn't careless. He was emotional. He was human. His amygdala reacted before his logic did. The amygdala was hijacked through passion. Is it an isolated one? Of course not at all. Let me share another one. Again, a real true story. A business associate received a call from someone claiming to be from the narcotics department. They said a parcel in her name contained illegal items. Unless she paid a fine, immediately it would escalate. There were walkie-talkie sounds in the background, so there was authority, there was triggered fear, there was urgency. She paid, of course. Later she realized it was a scam. Again, amygdala hijack. Not a failure of intelligence, human intelligence, a failure of cognitive security by design. Psychologist Robert Cialdini identified 7 principles of influences. These principles are now weaponized in phishing. So these are authority, commitment, liking, perceptual contrast, which is slightly misspelling the domain names, reciprocity, scarcity, social proof, like 10,000 people already joined, 20,000 people liked it. Each of these principles pushes us towards system 1. Fast, emotional, reactive. And here is the problem. Our biological evolution moves slowly, very slowly. It takes millions of years, but technology evolves exponentially. Moore's law has outpaced natural selection. Our amygdala has not been upgraded for digital jungle. We don't have a digital amygdala yet. Now add generative AI to the equation. Earlier phishing emails or messages had spelling mistakes, poor grammar, obvious red flags. And today, these large language models generate perfect language and with a personalized tone, context-aware messages, and much polished and emotional messages. Researchers have already demonstrated that AI can now generate highly convincing phishing content, mostly generative AI. But it does not just stop there. Attackers now can fine-tune models with your social media posts, your writing style, your interest, your network in mind. They can engineer emotional content designed to trigger dopamine and oxytocin responses. The phishing attack is no longer just accurate, it is emotionally intelligent, and that is dangerous. The attack surface is no longer just your inbox, it is your neurobiology. Okay, lots of problems we discussed. So what is the solution? Do we train humans forever? Do we keep asking people, hey, be careful, and we talk about that repeatedly? Or do we accept a fundamental truth? Being human is not a vulnerability, it is a reality. We are humans, and security must adapt to this human reality. This is where humanization of technology becomes extremely critical. If phishing succeeds because humans are required to share secrets, enter passwords, provide OTPs, click this link, scan the face, then what if the human had no secret to give? What if authentication did not depend on memory? What if identity verification did not depend on conscious actions? Then, even if amygdala hijack occurs, the attack fails. Interestingly, we already have part of the solution for more than 3 decades. It's the mobile network ecosystem. and through the humble SIM card. The SIM is a hardware-based cryptographic engine. It can authenticate silently and, of course, securely without exposing any secrets. And also along with that, mobile network signals like SIM swap timestamps, call forwarding indicators, and real-time network presence signals, when combined with trained machine learning models, they create passive, invisible authentication layers. The user does not need to think. The user does not need to react. Security works with human behavior, not against it. Cognitive security means designing systems that understand how the brain works, our brain works. Cybercriminals study psychology. It is time cybersecurity studied biology. It is time we design technology that respects evolution, not fights it. Because the truth is simple, very simple. Phishing is not a technology problem. It is a human problem, and the solution must be humanized. Let me leave you with this thought. We cannot rewire a million years of evolution, but we can rewire how we design technology. Let's build systems that protect humans, even when they are emotional, even when they are distracted, even when they are afraid. Let's make the digital world safer, and let's do it in a humanized way. Thank you. If you liked what I was sharing, if this has given you to look into the technology in a different way, please subscribe to my channel. I will be sharing more on how I see the new world accelerated by AI, and it is shaping every part of our life, and how we humans fit in, how we make the world a safer and better place, and of course, without compromising our humanness. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.